Okay, I want to talk about more on identifying swing points before we move on, because it can get really confusing, right? For example, so let's look at this example that I have, right? So I marked out higher highs and higher lows based on swing points, right? Because this indicates a bullish trend, and um, for like a question you might have, right, is why don't you mark out this high or this high or this high or this high or whatever, right? And the answer to that is because it's in between the major swing points. And how do you know which one's major swing points and which ones are not, right? Well, if we're in an uptrend, right, would we be looking for a lower high? No. Would we be looking for a lower low? No. And same concept of applies to a bearish trend. You don't want to see higher, right? So if we were to name this a lower high, then this would no longer be considered a bullish trend. Without hindsight, at least, right? With hindsight or in hindsight, then you know for sure that it is still a bullish trend, because this can act as a failure swing in real time, right? Does that make sense? I don't want to confuse you guys too much, but this is the most basic way I can explain it to you, right? And when you're looking for swing points, you want to look for you want to look at the chart from left to right, and you want to look for lows to highs to lows to lows, or lows to highs to lows to highs to lows to highs, etc. Right? And same thing applies to opposite trend, obviously, right? And yeah, so just make sure it makes sense to you when you're marking it out. Okay. And next I want to move on to breaker structure and market structure shift. Okay. BOS is the continuation of trend, so you want to see higher moves, right? And BOS is breaker structure, so you're looking for some sort of structuring. That's some sort of structure that's being broken, right? For example, these highs are being broken, and these highs are being broken. So are these, and so are these. Okay, these are all breaker structures. Okay, and notice how the lows are never taken out. Okay, that is a good sign of a continuation of trend. Okay, you don't want to see these happen, because if you do see these happen, for example, let's say price decides to come down here, right? This would then become a market structure shift, because you never want to see lower lows form on a bullish trend, and you never want to see a higher high form on a bearish trend, right? It's pretty simple. Let's keep it simplified so you don't get confused. Okay. And you don't need to have all of this exactly down, like, to mastery, right? But these are just simple concepts that you should just have a general understanding